Hello, everybody. Hello. Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, November 19th, 2025, and my name's Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in, hold on, in Midlothian, Texas. And that means I teach people how to make gift cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more cards. I don't know why I said gift cards, etc., and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So good afternoon. Welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it's your first time or you're coming back. I see Mary Jo is here. She says, excited to see your new goodies. Thank you, Mary Jo. So this is not my normal video day, and I'm not stamping today. I am showing off my new products. I just ordered from these two new publications. So this is our new mini catalog from Stampin' Up! That starts in January 2026 for customers. And these are the new online exclusive products that, again, will start in January 2026 for customers. Of course, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I can buy them now. I can buy all of them if I want, and I almost did, but not quite. So I'm going to show you everything I purchased and give you lots of details about them. I have sight impaired customers as well, so I give lots of descriptions, and hopefully you'll like it. This will probably be a long video. So if you're watching replay, you can speed up the speed, and of course you can skip, but I'm not doing any other advertisements today. My regular video is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central right here on Facebook and YouTube. So please feel free to come back tomorrow for stamping and news. But as you're watching this video, please feel free to give a like, a thumbs up, share it, follow me, subscribe, all the stuff, and that will help me. This is my full-time business, by the way. Okay, so Lori, good afternoon. Katie, yes, very excited. Julie, good afternoon. Eleanor, good afternoon. I keep wanting to say good morning. Great to see you here. By the way, this I don't know what I'm trying to say, but this product that just came out in both publications, I was so excited about. Like, I haven't ordered this much new product in a long time. There's just a lot of good stuff. So let's point the camera down, which will take me a second here. And I was having some glitches earlier, so hopefully everything's going to be fine. We shall see. All right, so there's that. I have my couch. So I was doing some catalog math earlier, girl math, but catalog math. And that's why the calculator's laying there. My math was, in this catalog, how many scrapbook samples are there, scrapbook page samples, and how many card and non-scrapbook page samples are there? This is the count according to Jennifer. We have 15 scrapbook page samples in here and 102 non-scrapbook page samples in this book alone. So there is 102 ideas for you to get inspired by, plus 15 for scrapbooking, which both can be converted to the other. You can take a scrapbook page idea and convert it to a card and vice versa. So 117 total ideas that I counted. Again, I could be a little bit wrong, but I tried to be good. And 102 are not scrapbook pages. And then product-wise, in this book, we have 13 new products created for scrapbooking and 53 new products created for everything else, including scrapbooking. So that's great. And then I did not have time to count these. I ran out of time, so I'll do that later. But I just think that's awesome. So thank you, Stampin' Up, for giving us all this variety. By the way, if you're not familiar with Stampin' Up, yay, Susan, you're not at work yet. You made it. If you're not familiar with Stampin' Up, I'm about to show you new products from the new product line coming out in January. Now, if you're not a demonstrator, you can't order these yet, but you can be a demonstrator by joining my team. So now I'm not allowed to open and show the inside of either of these yet. So I will have it off camera, but I do go page by page of what I purchased. So I'm going to start with the catalog and then end with the online exclusives. So I'll put these in here. And I'm going to get started. So first thing in this book, let's see where I can put this. Let's see if I can turn it that way. I didn't really make a space for it. I think I can do it right here and be off camera. Okay, so we've got like info about Sarah and table of contents, and there's little games and stuff. There is a page about kits, not this kit, but like our upcoming kits. And if you're a pet lover, cats, dogs, birds, and like gerbils or guinea pigs, I think it's a guinea pig, there is a kit coming January or after. We don't know the exact date that is for you. There's also a baby book kit coming and a couple of other really cute ones. So when you get your hands on this physical catalog, check out page 7 for that. The first section of the book is the scrapbooking kits, and I bought one of them because I'm going to be going on a cruise that's going to involve a beach in January. By the way, you can join me on that cruise. It's a crafting cruise. So let's just take a quick look at this beach day scrapbook kit, which you can always buy these and convert them to card making, of course. But they have step-by-step instructions, how to cut your paper, and then how to put your 12 by 12 pages together. They have everything included in here. So some of the papers are the same. I'm not going to do these in detail because I'll do the beach paper later. But some of the papers are the same as the ones included in the kit. In the DSP. And some are exclusive to this kit. And usually it's these ones that are white on the back that are exclusive. So there's like some blue water wavy type paper, different blues and whites. There's one stripes. Look at this. This must make a page. That's like a full page of 3 giant palm trees with the clouds in the background. Then, of course, you get cardstock, 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock. Sometimes 12 by 12 white, depending on the kit. And that's another white. And then, of course, there's usually cutouts, like punch-outs pieces. Look at this. So good. Beach day, pool, relax, holiday, vacation. S is for. What does that mean? S is for. There must be a thing that goes with that. Oh, summer. S is for summer. All these are cutouts. The word sun there. It's pretty awesome. You always get these photo markers basically in these kits, and these are stickers. So there's a sticker sheet. And that's just the backing. So that is a great kit. Beach Time is the name of that kit. Looks pretty awesome to me. Okay. Now, that's the only, I bought one more kit, but it's in the online exclusive, one more scrapbook kit. The rest is going to be like stamps and dies and whatever. Papers, ribbon. Okay, so the next part, we have a Memories and More kit, which I did purchase as well. And Memories and More is for card making and scrapbooking, literally either, but it's perfectly sized for our 6x8 albums. Mary Jo says, yes, beach scrapbook, let's go. That's right, girl. We might use it on the cruise. April and I have not had time to discuss yet. I did not mean to cut this open like that, but too late now. I usually just slice it where I can put the paper back in, but I ruined it. This is called Days Like This, Memories and More card pack. Days Like This. It's going to be blurry if I put it too close. It's on page 15. And you get 3x4 and 4x6 cards in our Memories and More scrapbook kits. Get a bunch of cards here. And there are several repeated patterns. So we've got Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, Pool Party, Secret Sea, and Timid Tiger colors in these cards. These are the 3x4s. We've got a garden green there with white distressing and white like daisy type flowers along the bottom. The backside is Pool Party. Looks kind of like sky with some white distressing and 3 little butterflies flying at the top. This one side is a grid with like Flirty Flamingo ombre at the bottom, and then Flirty Flamingo grid for journaling. And then the back is just a garden green pattern that's distressed. This camera would focus better. All over that, so just plain. Then this one says all good things, just says all good things in a cute cursive and in like black, and then a blue, again, distressed like cloud kind of background, and then flowers growing up on the left and right. This is portrait. with green leaves, yellow flowers, and an orange and yellow butterfly above the words. And then the back is a nice yellow, white background, yellow pattern on it. Then we have these butterflies. This card is all butterflies flying from bottom left to the top right, different sizes. The biggest one is about 1 3/4 inches wide. They are orange, green, blue, yellow, and with splatter in the middle. So some of them go off the edges. It's really pretty. The back is a Daffodil Delight piece with white distressing, and it says lots of laughter across the center in green. Again, portrait. And then the next one is portrait. It's just white with a skinny green border drawn around the edge, except at the bottom it's open and there is a yellow butterfly. So that's just a blank one for journaling, or put a photo. And then the back side is like orange, timid tiger, light timid tiger with white butterflies sort of overlapping each other, like you stamped them on top of that, and they're a little distressed. It's really pretty. And then we have a white piece with yellow splatter, and across the bottom 3 butterflies that are yellow. And then the other side says days like this in green with green lines drawn on it, kind of like hand-drawn lines, like you took a ruler and did them. They're not perfect. And the background is the blue distressed. So aren't those great? They're going to be great for scrapbooking, but you, again, can use them for card making. The 4x6 cards, you got 5 of each design, and there are 3 designs, so that's 15 cards there. The small ones, there are 6 of each. Okay, so one is landscape. It is a pool party background with flowers growing up from the bottom, kind of like wildflowers. Some are flirty flamingos, some are Daffodil Delight. They're just like painted flowers, like real watercolor. You can't really see any details. On the leaves you can, but not the flowers. There's some black splatter, and there's a bunch of butterflies flying around in there. And then the back is a white background with a garden green grid. Then we've got another journaling one. It's 4x6 landscape. So on the right side is the timid tiger. It's a strip with the timid tiger butterflies, just like that 3x4 card. And then the left is solid white with the timid tiger lines, again, sort of hand drawn on it for journaling. And then the last one is a white background with a ton, very close together, little butterflies of all different colors with black splatter. So green, yellow, blue, and flirty flamingo. Just a butterfly pattern there. And the back says filled with happiness in white. Just a nice handwriting there with some cursive. And it's garden green, white splatter and distressing on it. And across the bottom is coming up some white plants that are drawn in white, and one single butterfly there, like a bottom border. So that's awesome. Days like this. I haven't been buying these lately, but I bought this one because they showed it to us at Backstage, which was Stampin' Up's leadership event that I just went to in Vegas, and it looked awesome to me, so I bought it. Okay, that was page 15. Now I'm going to skip to page 17. There are some stickers and ephemera on page 16 that I didn't purchase yet. And when I was getting ready for the video, I realized there was an embossing folder I missed as well. I'll tell you about that when I get to it. So on page 17, this is like the mix and match section where you got the ephemeras and stuff. There is this awesome 6x6 designer paper. I haven't actually opened and looked at any of these yet, but I can tell it's awesome from the picture, and I can't remember if they showed us this at Backstage, but look at this. So this first sheet is divided into 4 equal parts, so 3x3 squares, and it's perfect for scrapbooking or card making. Because you can, when you cut them up, one square says "we just click," and it has a picture of like an old-fashioned camera, and it's in flirty flamingo, basically different shades of that. So the colors in this paper: azure afternoon, black, cherry cobbler, flirty flamingo, garden green, gorgeous grape, real red. So then the next square is with the gorgeous grape colors, purple and white and pink. And it says your extra Special, STRAW. There's a picture of a drink with a lid on it, a heart on the front, and 2 straws that are pink coming out. And it's kind of got a purple base that the cup is on. And it says to and from. So I guess you can make little Valentines with these as well. Then there's a blue one, some distressed, like watercolory blue background. Something sweet for someone neat. And it has 2 heart-shaped lollipops on it that are pink and red. And then the other one is a white background. It says Happy Valentine's Day in a print, like a typewriter print. And there is a heart made out of small hearts. And they are red. Red. What color does it list again? It's flirty. Oh, cherry cobbler. Yeah, they're like cherry cobbler, light and dark. But not a dark cherry cobbler. So I said you can make cards out of this, but I think they're to make Valentines. Okay, the back. Oh, the back is basically the same exact images without the words. So you got the camera, the cup, the heart, and the suckers. That's perfect. It's the exact same images without the words. I love it. And they're on the back of each other, so you don't waste. Oh, so good. So you get, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of each design. 8. What is 8 times 4? I should know. 32. So you can make 32 Valentines out of that one. Then we've got this one here. So it's got 2 3x3 squares and 3 1.5 by 3 rectangles with designs inside. So one is a garden green background, again, painted watercolory with roses painted on it, 3 little roses and green leaves coming out from behind them. And across the roses, it says love you more in like a white watercolor paint. Julie, Vegas is getting flooded right now. Yeah, that's a good thing we already went then. My goodness. The Memories and More cards are really cute. Yes, I agree. Okay, so we have to love you more. Then there's a white 3x3 square. These are the 2 3x3s with a little floral, like a little circular floral thing in the middle, purple, blue, and green. And then a heart in the center that says be mine. Kind of looks like the candy hearts, but not exactly. Be mine. And then these little 1.5 inch rectangles. We've got a white one with 2 hearts, light and dark red, with a black arrow going through them. We've got a red watercolor painted background that says you're amazing, again in a cursive, thick handwriting. And then it has some little hearts on the sides of your amazing on the left and right. This one, I guess you could turn it up and down, portrait, and it's blue watercolor with 5 lines drawn across it. So again, I think for journaling or just a decorative element. And then the last one that's also, the other 2 are landscape. This one's landscape, and it says be my Valentine in all caps, handwriting. I guess I'm getting ink on my hand. Anyway, and it's surrounded by a cherry cobbler border, and then a decorative border around that, and then pink on the inside where they wrote be my Valentine. The back is similar. So we do have, sorry, let me show this correctly. We have the flowers with no love you more, the greenery and heart and flowers with no be mine. And then instead of be my Valentine, we have to and from with lines and a square around it. A rectangle. Instead of the journaling lines, there's a blue painted square with a heart balloon, very painty style. Instead of you're amazing, there's 2 lines and some hearts, so you can write whatever you want. And instead of the 2 hearts with the arrow, there is another to and from, surrounded by a red border, and then to and from is on white, and it's like typewriter printed with lines. Pretty cool. Okay, this one is, let's look at both sides at the same time. Okay, this one side has, Pretty's coming over here. Oh, goodness. She's been pretty needy today. One side has you cut these pieces up, obviously 4 1/4 by 6 rectangle that is a frame. So we've got like a what the heck is that called? I'm blanking out on that word, where the lines go both directions at an angle. I blanked out. Pattern in the very light cherry cobbler around the edge as a border, and then the inside is white, and it is got a little thin red line in it. So you can put a photo in there or write stuff, put it on the inside of a card, whatever, put it on a scrapbook page, I don't know. And we've got a little rectangle that's portrait up and down, says sending hugs in all caps white, red distressed background with a little envelope on the back. I mean, envelope, not on the back, envelope above it with a heart sealing the envelope. And then landscape is Happy Heart Day, white background. It's like painted Happy Heart Day, all caps. And then the back side, so the back side of the frame is totally different. It's white background, blue, evenly spaced little dots, little blue dots, and a bouquet of flowers, sort of, or a swag of flowers toward the bottom in red and pink and garden green. And then the back of Sending Hugs is a couple of, it's a white background with a couple of straight black lines and a little scallop red border at the bottom. And the back of Happy Heart Day is a very light cherry cobbler background. Brittany thought she heard something. She stood up straight. With a skinny red rectangle border and 3 hearts drawn in the center. Okay, so there's that one. And then, you cannot today. The next one is same layout. So we've got the large rectangle and the 2 small rectangles. The large one is a white border with a watercolored rectangle painted in the middle in pink, and a heart painted at the top of that rectangle in like the light cherry cobbler. And that actually doesn't look like a heart. It looks like you stamped 2 ovals and overlapped them at the bottom. Okay, then we have 2 landscape images on the skinny parts that are 1 and 3/4 by 3. Pink background, all caps, love, looks watercolory, and purple background, Happy Valentine's Day, all caps, in pink. And then the back side is completely different. So we've got where the large section is a garden green background with leaves, stems with leaves, and stems with leaves and a flower on top. I mean, a heart on top instead of the flower, and some small like tulip kind of flower images, all growing from the bottom to the top, just row after row of these little flowers. So a nice background there. And the other side, instead of broken into 2, it's 1 and 3/4 inch strip that is I still can't think of that word. Argyle. Oh yeah, it's like an argyle pattern of pink background, light red stripes. Okay, there we go. Hey, Jennifer Lang in Texas. Memories and more are so versatile, Martha. Hey, Nancy, good afternoon. Okay, last but not least. No, there's 2 more. Okay, the last 2 are full designs. Actually, let me not do it that way. This is the front and back of this one. So full designs, no split them up. We've got red lines painted across in light red, more like pink, and darker cherry cobbler with a little white in between. So super distressed, not painted perfectly. And the back side of that one is this another argyle type design, but it's blue. I think that was balmy blue. The cat's literally sitting on my description. And I'm looking for the color. Oh, Azure Afternoon, excuse me. It's darker than balmy blue. Azure Afternoon blue. A white background with these painted lines going both directions, really close together. Maybe 8th inch wide lines. Okay, that's that one. Last but not least, purple. For all the purple people, we've got a purple watercolory background with little light dots all over it that look pink. Just dot, row after row, evenly spaced. And the back side of that one is white background with the watercolor painted small hearts all over. So just a bunch of hearts there. All right, that's that paper. Page 17, Love Notes. Super, I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be like the one that sold out, but did came back or is coming back in the Christmas catalog. All right, that's Love Notes. This is the, again, mix and match section. I saw an embellishment on that page. Okay, the next thing is on page 19. This is a stamp set. It is called Reason to Celebrate. I wasn't going to get this one at first because I just wasn't. But then I bought a stamp set from the online exclusives that I think matches this perfectly. So Reason to Celebrate is all words. They are mostly all caps. It's, of course, every stamp is now photopolymer from new publications going forward. So it's photopolymer. I'm not going to mention that anymore unless I forget. And what am I trying to say? It's all words. Oh, they're mostly all caps with kind of that like painted look of, I think these are actual size on the front of this. I don't know Stampin' Up's deal now with if one thing is actual size is the whole thing, but it looks like it is on this one. So this is actual size of these images. It is 20 different words. So most of them are all caps, kind of like thick handwriting, all caps. Maybe not handwriting. I don't know. It's a font. Anyway, and then a few are cursive. So all caps, large. We got anniversary, graduation, special day, New Year, Saint, ST, period, Patrick's Day, congratulations, Valentine's Day, birthday, Easter. Then in cursive, we have the very best, another wonderful year, better together, love you, exclamation mark, what a party, exclamation mark. And in low, also all caps, but much smaller font, we have celebrations on your happy, lucky, fun day. And then a small cursive is the very best. Another small cursive. I don't remember if I read that. There we go. Now, I need to remember to show y'all the stamp set that I think you could match this with to make some awesome things that at the end. Reason to Celebrate. Okay, page 19. I think it's awesome. There's a new baby on page 20, baby set, but I didn't get that. On page 21, I got Family Ties. This one is really nice. Looks like this. So it's all words, and it's got everything's cursive except happy, have a lovely, and day, and those are all caps print. Looks like they are actual size here on the printout. And then we have uppercase, not uppercase, capital F and M, fathers and mothers in cursive in 2 different sizes. So a really large, so this would be great for scrapbooking and card making because you got both sizes. Mothers is almost 3 3/4 inches wide. Fathers is 3 inches wide on the big ones, and then the smalls are like 2 1/4 wide. So fathers, mothers, day, happy, have a lovely. I think it's great. Usually you only get mother or father in one set, so you have to buy 2 different sets. Again, I wasn't going to get this one, but then I was like, it's very versatile. I need it. There's also a beautiful Happy Valentine's Day stamp on this page that I did not buy. It's a single stamp. It's so pretty. It's a really big Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, now I'm going to skip to page 25. This is a mega suite. I did not buy the whole suite on this one. I bought most of it. I know, I bought some of it. Anyway, I forgot to buy number 5, which is some an ephemera pack. It's gold and I think vellum. Yeah, vellum. It's really pretty. But I bought one of the bundles because look at these size. And I bought the designer paper. No, Brittany, I don't need you over here right now. No, sorry, y'all. I can't deal with her. All this product laying around. There's a ribbon, an embellishment, and this designer paper. And there's another bundle called Beautifully Celebrated that is mainly, no, not that one. That's the one I bought. It's the one called Simply Beautiful that goes with this. And oh, look how large these are. Wow. I love it. I didn't buy it because it's mostly flowers and like wedding words, like wedding wishes, holding you in my heart, thinking of you, to the happy couple, and to and from. So I just don't need that yet, but I wanted these dies. So I bought Beautifully Celebrated. Here's the stamp set. Way bigger than pictured on the front of this case. Way bigger. So we've got, this calls for a celebration, a day to remember, and simply the best. Great for scrapbooking and card making. And then extremely large floral images here. We've got this 3 3/4 inch tall stem with open leaves. I don't know what kind they are, but they're like the kind you see in a floral arrangement, not like on a pine tree or something. They are all open, so you can color them in. A smaller 2 inch tall stem with 3 detailed leaves on it, different style than that leaf. A 3 1/4 inch tall sprig, like little sticks with little small flowers on the end, so kind of like baby's breath. And then a smaller version of that is 1 1/2 inch tall. So you can just stamp all those and make your own little arrangements there. There are not dies to cut those out. It doesn't look like, except for this one. There's just a die for one of them. That's weird. Let me check. Yeah, so the smaller 3 leaf image you can die cut out, but not the rest. Why? I don't know. The dies are kind of standalone. Well, and this one here. Okay, so the 2 smaller images you can die cut out. Smaller baby's breast, smaller leaves. But these dies are still amazing. Did I say, there's a little background image here that's like a sort of diamondy pattern. And that is the stamp set. I'm really pleased at the size of those images. What else do we got? Hey, Hilda. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Artful Stampin' with Ruth. Ro, good to see you. All right, so there's a stamp set. Now, these dies, we've got labels in them. It's called Beautifully Celebrated, but of course I bought them for the labels. So the largest label here, it's a really ornate, like rectangle, but more ovalish, just super decorative. 5 inches tall by 4 inches wide is the biggest one, and there are 6 of those that nest, and the smallest one is a little over 2 inches by 1 1/2. Then we've got the 2 that cut out the smaller stamped images, and then we've got this standalone corner decorative corner die. Let me see if they show it in a sample. I can't tell if it die cuts out the corner. I think it does. Almost like a photo corner. I might just be missing it because I'm scanning, but I'm not seeing it in a sample. Wait, maybe on this page. Y'all, I don't know. But it's a really ornate corner. There's 2 of them, like, so you can do left, right, or 2 at a time. And it's got a lot of details that are going to die cut out, these little eyelet kind of images. So it's a fancy ornate corner, and it's really large. It's like 1 1/4 inches tall. Okay, then there's a standalone detail leaf and a standalone sprig with like kind of like the baby's breath, but just it's a sprig with little things at the end. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, so there's the bundle. It's one of the bundles in this mega suite. And then I'm putting it back that way. I'm not going to keep it that way anyway. It's fine. The embellishments, we've got, I feel like we sold this ribbon before, and I am glad to see it back. It's a little different, but similar. This ribbon, it is called Gold, White, cute. What the heck? I can't read that. Read it in the catalog. Number 7, white with gold ribbon. That's what it's called. White with gold 3/8 inch ribbon. See what it says right here. Ribbon. Okay, whatever. It's like I can't think of the word. Not knitted. Ties into a nice bow. It's got gold sewn into it, gold little fibers. Woven. It's a woven ribbon. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. It's it says it's white. I think it could go good with off-white as well. So boom. Nice. I love it. Love a good ribbon. The embellishment right here. Sparkle, sparkle. It's called Pearlized Faceted Circles. They are round like circles, and they are faceted. So like any of our faceted dots we've had, they're extremely sparkly. And the colors, because I've got the catalog here, number 6, Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, and White. Love it. They're so shiny in person, y'all. They are amazing. And of course, you can color them a darker color. Don't forget about that with your Sharpie. You can with a Sharpie with your blends. So that will give you more color choices there. By the way, don't forget about my paper and ribbon share that will be coming for both of these publications. So every paper I've already shown you, that ribbon I just showed you, you can get a sampling of every single one with my paper and ribbon share that will be coming. This is called Lovely and Beautiful 12 by 12 designer paper. It's got Calypso Coral, Darling Duckling, Fresh Freesia, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Petal Pink, and Gold. So it's a specialty. It's got gold foiling. So this side is Petal Pink with white flowers drawn all over it. I don't know what kind of flower this is. That's the same one in the stamp set, but it's like a rose type flower, but I don't think a rose. And they're just white. And then there's also more like a daisy style, but not exactly a daisy flower. And leaves, of course, and some other little flowers. So just a floral, white, not watercolory, just outline drawings. It's very pretty. Okay, the back. Ooh, see, I'm telling y'all, this is my first time seeing this. So first of all, the gold. These are really, really large flowers. I don't think, no, they're not the same as the stamp set flowers, so they're not going to fit the die. They're really big. Like the biggest flower here is 3.5 by almost 3 1/4. I don't know what kind of flower it is, but they're really big. Pink petals, green leaves, purple, and coral filler flowers in between with a white background. It's really pretty. Love it. This one, we've got a green background. I already forgot the colors, of course. Number 8, Old Olive. I guess that's Old Olive background with light Old Olive sprigs and leaves drawn all over it. And the back side, which is the gold. Can y'all see the, I don't know if you see the actual shine on this. The gold is the flower centers. Every single flower here has a gold center. See how it sparkles? It's really nice. So this is a pattern of like, almost like little triangles made of shapes with a purple flower in the center, like a 1/2 inch flower. Yep. 1/4 inch flower, 1/4 inch flower, purple with a gold center, and then surrounded by green on a white background. It's really nice in person. I don't think it looks that good on the video. Okay, here is a purple background with, so that's Fresh Freesia with white small flowers, like the ones I just told you about, but in a random pattern all over. Very tiny. Yes. The back, though, with the gold is large flowers again, different kind of large flowers than the first page, like totally different. They are watercolory and painted. Pink flowers, green leaves, purple accent flowers, gold centers, and yellow centers. So pretty. What are we thinking? Oh, thank you, Sue, for telling me that's Ruth. Is that Artful Stamping with Ruth? Or Stampin'. Y'all know it's Stampin'. Ruth, hello. Good to see you again. Okay, this one here. The one side is a white background with small, again, the small format, 1/4 inch, peach and purple. So peach and freesia flowers, peach pie, with yellow centers and little green leaves. Super cute. And then the back side is white with just gold outline flowers. This might, I believe it is the same exact pattern as the white ones that are on the pink background on the first page, but it's gold. So white with white background, gold instead of pink background with white flowers. These flowers are gold. And nope, I always think I'm last. Ooh. Okay, so the back of this one is the Calypso Coral with light Calypso Coral small, different kind of 1/4 inch small flower with little leaves and greenery all around them, like sprigs and stuff, all in coral and light coral. And then the back of that one is more extremely large flowers. I can't express how large these are. I don't know what kind these are, but I want to say maybe like a poppy or something. 3 3/4 wide by 2 1/2 tall. These do have stems coming from them, like they're growing from the ground, from the bottom of the DSP up. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 large flowers total. I personally wouldn't be cutting these apart because they're attached to too many other images, but I guess 9 if you count that flower, by the way. No gold on that one though. Anyway, and lots of filler flowers in between of coral and purple and yellow, and then of course green leaves. The flowers are pink. And actually, last but not least, this is a, I guess, peach pie background. So it's like when you take a screen and lay it on paper and put paint through it. So there's a white background showing, and then we did peach little squares with the screen. Peach pie. Let's see what it is. Another, this one's really pretty. Just large flower background. It's got the gold foiling in the center of the small flowers on this one. So it's got some large flowers that are pink and coral, medium flowers, same colors, and the smalls are purple and yellow, or purple and peach with green leaves. These are lighter green leaves than the other ones, I think. Okay, that's that paper. Was that good? This is number 8. It is lovely and beautiful. You can get a sampling, a 6 by 12 inch sampling of every single one with my papers and ribbons here coming up in January. Okay, next page that I will see. There's a lot of samples with this one. The Valentine suite. Okay, I think I got this whole suite. Da, 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 da. The suite is called what? Made with Love, but the bundle is called Endless Love. That's a really good name. Stampin' Up. Good job. Endless Love. Like the song, you know. Okay, so we got the bundle here. The stamps are, so I think it's a really good Valentine's bundle this year. There's other Valentine stuff too, but anyway. A little bit smaller than in real life on the front here. So love right there is a little bit bigger. You got a good mix of hearts and words. The font of these letters, let me grab mine, is like a die. I walked away so that my sound probably went down. My voice probably went down. Let me find this alphabet die real quick. Da, 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 da. Let me come back over here because I can't find it. Anyway, it's the font of this die right here. Mini alphabet dies. It's the same font basically. So, or the thick ones that are that font are that font. So you can mix and match there. Okay, in this stamp set we have large, again, mini alphabet dies font, thick. We have a really large word love, which is 2 1/4 inches by 1. Then we have a really large XO, again, same height, 1 inch tall. Then we have a little bit smaller, but same font, the word Valentine's, 2 X's, and the word sending you. These are all slightly different sizes, but smaller than the other. Then we have in like a, what would y'all call this? A handwriting font, like a nice, neat handwriting. The word to with a colon and from, 2 separate stamps. Today and always. Happy day. Hugs and kisses. And then there is a little dot image, a pretty small little splattery dot image. It's very small. It's like 6 dots and it's 1/2 inch or 7/8, 2, 4, 5/8 inch long. But anyway, still. Then we got hearts. So there's an image that when you stamp it, it will make a heart out of like loosely hand-drawn lines. Then there is a heart image that will or it will stamp a nice heart. It looks like you drew two hearts, one on top of the other, and they're not exactly lined up with each other. And then this image can be a background or whatever. It is several hearts, one bigger one. Oh, sorry. The other two are like 1 3/4 inch tall. This little heart is a little too far. It's 5/8 inches tall. It's solid heart with surrounded by 5 little hearts that are all solid. Hold on. I knew alarms were going to go off on my phone today, but I didn't check to turn them off. Okay, I think that's the whole stamp set. Super cute. Now let's check out the dies. Endless Love dies. Fun peek at product before I place my pre-order. Exactly, Kelly. You can see everything I like. Ooh, these dies are good. So Endless Love dies. Nice. Okay, what have we got? I don't think any of these match up with the stamped images. I'm pretty sure they don't. So these can totally stand alone. Oh, maybe this one does. And probably the rest don't, I'm guessing. As far as aligning specifically. Now, there are dies where there's one right there you can put words in. Yeah, it looks like you can probably cut out the larger heart with this die. Oh, I missed that there is a single solid heart as well. Where's that one? Right there. Stamp. Single solid heart stamp. Goodness. Okay. So we've got the one outline heart that you can cut out your stamped hearts with, the large ones. Then we've got a tag heart that looks like it has stitching lines around the edges, and it will put a little tag at the top with a hole in it. We've got an outline heart. These are a little bit like off, like this one is not equal. One loop is bigger than the other. Outline heart that is really large. So it's actually, I don't know if it's an outline. It's not an outline. It's a full heart that you're going to die cut out, and it's going to put pierced holes all the way around the edges. Make sure you use a dryer sheet with that, unscented dryer sheet. This heart is 3 3/4 inches tall, maybe 3.5 tall. Solid heart. Then this die here is like another little over 2-inch tall heart, but it looks like it's going to die cut just a bunch of outlines of hearts that you can then lay all these little outline hearts together, right? I don't want to cut it out right now because I got a lot of stuff to show, but if we have time later, I can. Okay, then there's like 2 different arrow dies. One that cuts out a single arrow with a nice, I have no clue what that's called. It's almost 3 inches long. The feathery part on the back of the arrow, it cuts out a really nice detailed one of those. And then this die here cuts out 2 smaller arrows at one time that are 1 3/4 inches long. Basically, same exact arrow. They're going to emboss some nice detail in there. 2 small ones at one time. You've got 2 dies that cut out XX, 2 dies, so that's 4 XXs, and 2 dies that cut out XO. And the O has a heart in the center instead of a circle or an oval. So 2 XOs, so you can cut out 2 of those at one time. There's this label die that's like a rounded on one end with a hole in it for a tag and a banner on the other end. It's a little label for some of your words. There is an image that cuts out 5 small hearts in a row, so you can use the ones that fell out or make a border. And there is this die here that cuts out 6 little hearts of different sizes, a 1/2 inch and smaller. And again, you can use the ones that fall out or use that to make an opening to show something through the backside. So I think I said it all. I hope I said it all. That's the bundle. Endless Love. So cute. I might have to get a snack, y'all. It's the middle of the day. I ate lunch very early. I skipped breakfast because well, it doesn't matter, but I skipped breakfast. I'm hungry now. I feel like I'm ready. I need my chicken. So not chicken. Mary Ann, good. That's good that you haven't pre-ordered because you can see everything right here almost. Let me grab, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to just step away for 1 second. I've got a little candy over here. And I'm going to grab it. Hold on. I've got these and almost empty, but I need a little something on my stomach. Some candy, why not? I've got a little paper towel. Okay, this is y'all grab a snack too. That kind of Facebook. All right, y'all, there's an embossing folder. Look how cute. It's 6x6. Hearts of Love. It's 3D. Gosh, I had a random thought about my class this Saturday. Don't forget I have in-person class this Saturday. If y'all are local, you can come. Anyway, so here's the folder. So it's like little rainbows of hearts, sort of. There's like a little rainbow of made up of tiny, tiny hearts, 1/8 inch or so, and then a heart in the center of each rainbow. 3/8 of an inch tall heart. So it's 6x6, and that's the whole thing. So it's rainbow, 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 one after the other, overlapping and interlocking and all this stuff. I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Then look at these bags. Look how big these bags are. Just measuring here, almost 10 inches tall by 4. Let's see what they're like. They're called Hearts Gusseted Treat Bags. Oh, so they're white with little pink, red hearts all over them, evenly, just like row after row of hearts, evenly distributed. And then when you open it, the sides that are gusseted are solid red. That's really cool. I don't know how you describe this, but they don't open at the bottom, so it's completely unopened at the bottom. Got my hand in there. That's how they are. And when you can fold them over at the top, and then it's got that stiff like twist tie thing where you can fold it over and secure it. I don't know what those are called. So they're called Heart Gusseted Treat Bags. They are food safe unless Jennifer sticks her hand in there because gross. And it's real red and white. Are these not amazing? You get 16 bags for $11. Hello. 16 bags for $11. Okay, then we got ribbon. It's pink. The ribbon in this catalog did not disappoint. The ribbon did not. And the mini, whatever. This whole grouping of publications, the online as well. I don't remember which is which. But anyway, this is from the mini. So this is a bubble bath, I believe. Yep, bubble bath faux linen ribbon. It is 1/8 of an inch wide, and it's kind of fancy, so it's just a nice pink ribbon. It's going to tie into an easy, super easy bow. It's going to be very, very useful ribbon. It's going to be awesome. There it is. And you can get a sampling of it in my paper and ribbon share if you like. We give 2.5 yards of ribbon in our paper and ribbon share. And then I thought these looked so cute in the catalog. They are called Loose Valentine's Assortment. They're like, sequins or something, but they're Valentine things. They're the little rubbery ones. So I wish my stupid camera would focus properly. There is these little envelopes that are black outline. You can see it good in the catalog. There's a close-up with a pink heart. It's a white envelope, black outline with a pink heart where it's sealed. Yeah, you can't see it at all in my hand, but there. Pink and red hearts of different sizes, lips, and little, like what look like ice, cake or ice cream sprinkles. I think that's all that's in there. So cute. It's full too. This container is full to the brim. You get a ton. So you can make shakers, glue these on projects, etc. Number 5, they're loose Valentine's assortments, $8. Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingos, Strawberry Slush, and White. So cute. Okay, next is when you do your product share, will you be including the online? Yes. Good question, Sue. Yes, we are now including the newest online exclusives in our paper and ribbon share. I put candy in my mouth. Okay, the designer paper is called Made with Love 12 by 12. It is Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade, Real Red, and Strawberry Slush. They're going to get me to use my strawberry slush paper now because I forgot about it. I might get a drink here. My lunch leftover. Coke Zero, of course. I can't show it properly. By the way, I'm trying to do good descriptions, but I think I forgot to say this, but every paper has been 12 by 12 except that first little Valentine one. But this is 12 by 12 made with love. Okay, so we've got 2, like it's normal. So 2 sheets of each design. So this one is, one side is a white background with X's and O's all over it, but they're not like side by side. It's like, I mean, they are, but in a crooked way. So a little X and a little O down to the right and a little X up to the top, etc. In the flamingo and red colors. And then little hearts, again, different size hearts actually, in between all the X's and O's. It's just an XO background. And then the back side of that is diagonal stripes. Ugh, it's dizzying. It's a white background with Flirty Flamingo and Real Red stripes, I think. Or is this one Flirty or only Strawberry? Yeah, Flirty. I think it's Flirty. You'd have to get your paper out and make sure, but I think that one's Flirty. Okay, then we've got the next one. That one's good. I'm going to use that right now for Christmas. A white background with very small, I'm going to say like 1/8 inch hearts. Oh, now I'm going to sneeze. It's like you took a little thing of confetti hearts, excuse me, and threw them out on a piece of white paper, and they landed not barely touching each other, and you printed that as paper. It's Bubble Bath, Red, Flirty Flamingo, probably Strawberry Slush, different shades of red on there. Very tiny, all over. The back is awesome. It's real red with light real red dots that are about 1/8 of an inch dots, solid, but and very close to each other, but not an even pattern. So I love that. Just a background of dots. Then we've got a background here, a white background with small hearts, not tiny, just small 1/2 inch hearts all over it. Again, I took 1/2 inch hearts, I threw them on a table. They did overlap each other a little bit, and I printed that as paper in all the reds and pinks. The back of that one is real red with just a very fine pattern on it, a sort of line dot going across one direction all the way top to bottom. So dash dot, I guess, but the dash is 1/4 of an inch and then a tiny dot, pinpoint dot. Skinny line. Okay, next. Ooh, I like that. Okay, this is a good one. So this is a Flirty Flamingo, I'm going to say background. Let me grab my Flirty Flamingo. Hold on. Where is she? I already forgot what that color looks like, honestly. This is Flirty Flamingo. Let me grab Strawberry. That's Strawberry. So I think that is a Flirty Flamingo background. And tiny 1/8 inch white and pink hearts all over it. But these are all going one direction. They're not, it kind of is a pattern. And they're all going the same direction, like facing up instead of tossed. Okay, so that's that one. Tiny hearts all over. And then the background is real red with row after row from top to bottom of tiny, tiny light red hearts stacked on top of each other. Are they as small as these? They're a tiny, tiny bit bigger than the ones I just described. So even pattern there of hearts. Okay, ooh, this is cute. This is a bubble bath background with little white flowers outline, almost like tulip style flowers, but just hand drawn cartoon style cute little flowers side by side by side by side. So it's just covered in these flowers and they're all growing up one direction and little white hearts in between. And then the back is a flirty flamingo background with light flirty flamingo hearts all over it that are all going the same direction, but they're a little back and forth. Oh, that's an ombre. Can you see that? So this is a white background and it's covered in hearts from top to bottom, basically going the same direction from half-inch tall down to smaller, but the bottom at an angle is red, and then it's like light red. I'm trying to see which colors. Strawberry is way up there. It's just like light red, but I'm maybe poppy. Then strawberry slush, then flirty flamingo. It's an ombre at sort of an angle. That's really cool. The back of that one is a pink bubble bath background with little white hearts all over it. Coral, I think, maybe strawberry or coral hearts all over it, and tiny little arrows and tiny little flowers of coral, plus some white hearts. All right, that's that one. That suite is awesome, I think. Endless Love. I think it's going to be great for this season of Valentine's. If you're a demonstrator, you can get it now so you can start early because like that season comes and goes real quick. But if you're not, you can join my team and do it now. Or if you don't do that, you can just wait till January. It'll be fine. Okay. Then what comes after that is Easter. So that was page 31, by the way. There's a lot of samples in the Valentine stuff, by the way. Okay, page 35 is Easter Joy Suite Collection. I missed one thing. There's 2 papers in this suite. There's a bundle, ribbon, cute ribbon, and an embellishment, which this whole suite is adorable. Okay, so we got the Easter basket bundle. Do you like bunnies and chicks? Then this is your bundle. Also, we got a carrot and a tulip in there as well, and an egg and some flowers. Okay, so this bundle, by the way, oh, thank y'all for the hearts and likes. As you're watching, please feel free to give a thumbs up and a like. That will help me or help the video get shown to more people. And I appreciate that because I need all the help I can get. Okay. Clean up a little bit. Easter basket. These images appear to be full actual size on the front of the stamp container. These are all outline images, and so you can color them in. We have cute little cartoony kind of, but super cute, adorable rabbits. There's 3 different ones. Let's see if you, looks like you can cut them all out. 2 are bigger. I'll measure them in just a sec. They're not giant. They're just bigger than the other one. And they're doing different things, but they're kind of standing up, facing forward. And with the ear, this one's about 2 1/4. They're both about 2 1/4 inches tall with their ears. I'm going to take a sip of Coke. Okay. And then there's a smaller bunny. I guess that's the baby. That's 1 1/4 inch tall. It's sitting down and its ears are going up. It's facing right. It's just super cute. And then there's a little chick. It's a little chick, less than 1 inch tall. There's an Easter egg that has lines and zigzags and dots on it. It's 3/4 of an inch tall, so you can color that in. Again, a carrot, 1 1/4 inch tall, outline, got some lines drawn on it. You can color it. Little tulip, 1 1/4 inch tall. A set of 3 little daisy style flowers, 1 1/2 inch tall. There's 3 of them with the stems. The tulip as well has the stems and the leaves. Those are all the images. Then we have Happy Easter. Easter's on its way. That's adorable. Hello, comma, spring, and for you. So Happy Easter is all caps. Kind of just almost like a kid wrote it, all caps font. Easter's with the apostrophe S is the same font, and then on its way is below it in cursive. Hello Spring is cursive, and for you is the all caps. So the dies. We can cut out the carrot, the tulip, the flowers. I'm assuming that's the flowers. Easter egg. So basically all your stamped images you can cut out. The chick, everything. And then you can make a dang Easter basket with weaving. So there's lines are going to get cut into this Easter basket. It is 3 3/4 inches tall by 2 3/4 wide. And then here's all the little pieces to weave into it. So you die cut out all these lines, 8, and you can weave them in there. There's a scallop border die about the length of the basket. There's a grass die. We always like our grass dies for all of our critters. There's a grass die that is 2 1/4 long by about 1/2 inch tall. There is a really pretty die right here. 2 separate dies that make a standalone flower. Is that a lily? Is that a lily? I need to learn my flowers. So you got the stem with little leaves that it's going to put a lot of dotted detail in those leaves. And then when you die cut out this flower, it cuts out 2 parts. You could cut it once out of green paper if you want it. I don't know what, maybe not green. Those are probably not leaves. Those are probably petals, but like yellow and white, for example. Anyway, it gives you a duplicate center that's a little bigger to put on top of this one. And then these leaves with the detail, or petals with the detail. I think I said them all. Oh, and a bow, a really detailed single bow. Not that you have to glue together, just a bow. It's got details in it. It's awesome. Do we love this? Daffodils. Oh, yeah, Donna. Thank you. I knew it was something I should know. It's a daffodil flower. Sue, thank you. Daffodil. I kind of know some, but then I forget because it's been too long because it hasn't been spring for a while. And I haven't talked about it. Okay, so that's the bundle called Easter Basket. Super cute. Then this ribbon is gingham. It's, what color are they calling it? Gingham ribbon, balmy blue. That's what I thought. It's a 1/4 inch wide balmy blue gingham ribbon. It's going to be perfect. So good. So good. I was about to say you could color it, but then the gingham might disappear, but you could color it. Okay, the embellishment is called Easter Assortment. Get ready to be overloaded with cuteness because look at these little pink Easter eggs. And they're not just pink, they're pink gingham Easter eggs. These are kind of like, they are sticky on the back, but they're kind of like that rubbery stuff like the Valentine. And then we've got dots, little just flat circle disc dots. Number 4. This is called, again, Easter Assortment. You get 100 pieces. Lemon lolly, balmy blue, and pretty in pink is the eggs. That one's awesome. I think. The ribbon is great, right, Lori? Yes. Okay, there's 2 papers in this. One, they're both specialty, but one is the DSP and one is an additional paper. Obviously, everything's sold separately, but you can just put in one item code and get the whole suite, which is what I did. This paper is thick as crap. It is so thick. I mean, I don't know if that sound, what is this called? Easter Joy specialty designer series paper. It doesn't say anything special about it in the description, but it's like cardboard. Okay, maybe to make boxes and stuff. Anyway, whatever. It's very thick. It does have foil, but it's like colored foil, I think. Yeah. Green, yellow, orange. Can y'all see that? It's a little bit slick. The paper is a little bit slick as well. Let me read the colors real quick. Balmy blue, crumb cake, lemon lolly, peach pie, pretty and pink, and shy shamrock. I think I said them all. So this one is a white background with just little Eastery flowers, daffodils, like they said, tulips, Easter eggs, carrots, flowers, like all the Easter images sprinkled around it as a background. And they're all going the same direction. You could hand cut these out too, if you really wanted to. I don't think they fit the dies because they're all irregular shapes, but maybe. And then the back of that one is just a gingham, like a hand painted gingham, white background with balmy blue and shy shamrock lines, regular direction. This one. Ooh. Can y'all see this foil? Again, it's colored foil. So this one is on one side, it's a white background with lines going top to bottom, painted, and then white, painted, and white, about a 1/4 inch wide lines, not perfectly straight. And it's just all the colors I named. So all the springy colors, pinks, blues, greens, crumb cake, and then foil as well. I'm trying to see. It's like the foil, like for example, on the yellow is just at the edges. That's weird, but it looks nice. Okay, then the background though is crumb cake with, I don't know if y'all can see this well, but it's like tiny little, they might be crosses, but they're not really. I don't know what shape these are. I was going to say flowers, like almost like a plus sign shape. You could call it a cross, you could call it a flower, or you could call it a background. Your choice. My opinion. It's this shape right here that's a little bit bigger here, but in like white or off-white on that crumb cake. And they're tiny, tiny side by side, just making a full covered pattern. This is the same shape in a little bit bigger. I don't know if that's a shape I should know. Let me see if it's on anything else bigger. No. Okay. So anyway, here it is again, but on a white background. And then we got that little shape, like plus sign type pattern in all the different colors. Pink, green, blue. No crumb cake. Just pink, green, blue, yellow, etc. And foil is mixed in there. I don't know that you can see it well right there. You see that foil? I was going to say something else about it. Spring is coming. It's like, it's not glossy, Jess, but it's not glossy, if that makes sense. It is slick. Not like super slick, but like glossy cardstock. I think I have some. I have some from the 70s when we used to sell it. Like this is what I call glossy cardstock. It's not that shiny, but yet it's not flat paper either. See, it is a little glossy. Maybe you're right. I don't know. It's definitely different and nice. And so thick. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is just glossy. Okay, so there's that pattern. And then the back is a light shy shamrock with dark shy shamrock. Pretty much all the images I described on the very first paper. The flowers, but in a smaller format. The flowers and eggs and carrots and all. Just printed all over it. Okay, now here's one of those where you can cut it up. This one cuts into 6 pieces, so 4 inches by 6 inches. And then you can just slap it on the front of a card or scrapbook page. Let's see what the back is going to be. Oh, nice. checkerboard back there. So some are landscape and some are portrait. You got little scenes, like a little where you can put all the little animals. There's grass, a pink sky with pink clouds, and some flowers. That was landscape. A portrait one with grass, again, some foil on there. And a wheelbarrow with some carrots in it, a little duck, a chick, maybe that's a chick, and blue clouds and sky. And then there are two different ones that have, it could go either direction, but an oval like frame. So one is surrounded by pink with the little foil dots, and one is surrounded by blue with the little foil dots. And then the oval is made out of a ring of flowers in all the different colors. Okay, this one here is kind of weird, but it's like portrait. There's like a mound of grass at the bottom, literally like a half circle mound of grass or a half oval. And then above it is outline of just a bunch of drawn pink outline and solid flowers. Interesting. And then here's another grass with a blue sky instead of a pink one and some flowers on it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. The back of that one is see, this is not glossy at all. So maybe one side's considered glossy and one side's flat. Anyway, it's checks, like a checkerboard, but a lot more checks on it, of a white background with green and blue checks painted on. And then in between some of them are little small flowers in green and blue. It's really cute. Okay. So there's the glossy and foil side of this one, and it is a blue background with medium-sized flowers growing top to bottom. Just flowers only, tulips and daffodils, greens, oranges, pinks, and no carrots or anything, just flowers. Okay, ooh, the back of that one's interesting. It's like a light blue, very light blue background, maybe white with blue rubbed on it. And then tiny images of the rabbits from the bundle, a wheelbarrow with carrots in it. These are all in blue. It's like blue on blue. A different kind of Easter basket, some potted plants, a little chick, carrots. I don't remember if I said that. Anyway, they're just sprinkled around there as a background. You could cut them out or not. Last but not least, white background, foil, Easter eggs, just covered in Easter eggs. I feel like these are not the shape of the die because they're all literally a different little, like hand-drawn, they're not perfect ovals. Little flowers in between to fill the space, and all different patterns on these eggs in different colors. And then the back is a crumb cake with some kind of little darker crumb cake pattern on it. It's like solid rectangles going two different directions, making a pattern. All right, that's it. That's your Easter paper. It was called Easter Joy. What do y'all think? Hey, Linda. Good afternoon, Linda. By the way, I just realized I needed to say hi to you, Linda. Okay. The other paper is called Pleasant Patterns. Eating candy. Hold on. Another foil. Let's see what it says here. Page 35. 6 sheets, 2 each of 3 designs. Includes Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, and Shy Shamrock. Ooh. Okay. It's white on the back. You don't need to use that. The peach pie one is light peach pie with irregular peach pie strokes, like 1/8-inch strokes all over it. Just like a dotted background, but they're more like rectangle strokes instead of dots. Very shiny. Then we've got the pink one. Pretty in Pink. Sorry, I forgot what color it was. Pretty in Pink foil is white background with pink flowers. Again, the daffodils, the tulips, and just little small solid 5-petal flowers and little dots in between. This one, there are dark spots on the foil that almost, I guess they're pink, but they kind of make you think silver at first. And then the Shy Shamrock is a Shy Shamrock background with diagonal stripes of Shy Shamrock foil. It's really nice. I think it definitely could be glossy, like you said, Jess. So 2 of each of those. That's pretty cool paper as well. And I believe this is another suite I purchased. Let me check my book. Moving on. Lots of samples with the Easter stuff, by the way. Page 39. This is the Nature Walk Suite Collection. So the bundle is called Nature's Symphony. It's really nice. Really nice. There's 2 designer papers in this one, and a really heavy embellishment, and a ribbon. The stamp set called Nature's Symphony. Actual size here on the front of the case. There is a large, solid, like silhouette style stems and leaves image, which you can die cut out. So it's like, and solid leaves, no need to color. 3.5 by 3 3/4, 3.5 wide. You can die cut that out. Then there's a smaller branch with a bunch of solid leaves on it that's about 1 3/4 tall. You can stamp and die cut that out. There is a background image that's just like texture, like a rectangle of texture, not an exact rectangle, but anyway, that shape. It looks like lines. You could do like tire marks with this one, tread, whatever. It's just a textured background. And then the rest are words. We've got I like you lots, to a great guy, you make me smile, and thank you. And it's a mix of straight and cursive, and the cursive is just really fancy and nice. Like smile is cursive, you make me is above it in all caps. The smile is a really nice font. I like you lots is all cursive. 2A is all caps typewriter, and then great guy is cursive, all one line, and thank you is all just like typewriter font. Okay, so that's the stamp set. And then in the dies, in addition to cutting out those 2 stamped images, you can die cut out this really nice looking detailed stem with a bunch of leaves. It's, depending on how you look at it, it's about 4 inches tall by 3 inches wide, 2 different branches coming off with the leaves. So that's a really nice background. And then there is a smaller branch standalone with some leaves on it, very similar to the smaller stamp. And then there's 3 different texture kind of backgrounds. One looks like it just puts literal holes, like dotted holes in your paper to make a background. I'm looking at the samples. This one looks like it just embosses, although maybe it die cuts out the edges, like a tree bark kind of image. Looking at the samples again in the book. And then this one here, it looks like it just etches like little hash mark lines in your paper. Of course, I never see the dies that I'm looking for in the samples they put in the catalog, so I'm not sure, but there we go. I just couldn't resist this one. Oh, it does die cut out the tree bark looking thing. Tell from that picture. And then these 2 just, the other 2 just cut into your paper, but not cutting out an image. Okay, then we've got, what time is it? Oh my gosh. I need to get busy. I still got to get ready for my video tomorrow. It's fine. Okay. I knew this would be a long video, but dang. Don't forget on replay, you can watch it at 1.5 and 2 times speed. And of course, I'm trying to put everything back because I don't need a big mess in here. Okay, ribbon. This is Secret Sea bordered open weave ribbon, Secret C. So that's an incredible color. So of course this ribbon will be amazing. Ooh, okay, bordered. It's got like a, I don't know, a lightish border there. And it's very sheer, as y'all can see, but in person it's really dark, like Secret C. And it's thin, like super thin, because it's sheer, so it's gonna tie really easily. Kind of looks, gives you a denim feel as well, the color. So it's like a 1/4 inch. Let me check. Why can I never find the English one? 3/8 inch wide, 3/8. Okay, the embellishment is called faux bronze pentagons, and they are shaped like a pentagon, but they are like faceted on the edges. I don't know if y'all can see that. And they are heavy. They're heavy. I wouldn't drop this like that on the ground because they're probably all shift off of. They're sticky. They are sticky back. You get 90 of these in 2 different sizes, and they're bronze, obviously. So pentagon shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, and they can definitely be masculine. Okay, 2 different papers come with this, or can be purchased with this one. Number 5 is Natural Hues textured specialty paper. This looks like what do we call that old paper? I forgot what it's called, but it's like handmade paper that has the fibers all in it. Can you see that on the video? I feel like not. There's only 3 sheets there, 1 of each, and they are cream, tan, and gold. So it looks like it has fibers in it. I'm gonna get one that shows up on here. It looks like it has fibers in it. You can feel the texture. It is 2-sided, so that's good, although the back side looks maybe a little different. And yeah, it's real thick as well. Real thick. So there's that one. And then the designer paper with this one, really pretty. They actually show a picture in the catalog of like how the artist kind of painted it. The one that made this paper. This is 12 by 12. That other was 12 by 12. They've all been 12 by 12 except for that one. And both of these will be part of the paper and ribbon share, of course. Number 6, Nature Walk, Cloud Cover, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pretty Peacock, and Secret Sea. It says our artist wanted to create designs that subtly evoke nature and dimension. So she hand painted these soft abstract designs using acrylic paint with paintbrushes, daubers, and a palette knife. Gentle hints of nature and layers of texture. So hopefully that will help with the description. It looks like it was hand painted with all those things I just named. So there is a lot of texture. Let me check. I think one side is the texture side. So this one is greens, peacock, green, and blue. The candy. I'm trying to swallow it. I don't know how to describe this any better, but it's just super textury, and it has it goes from one color to the next to the next. They're not just all mixed together. The back side is like a grid, a rectangle kind of grid. So it looks like a black background with, yeah, I guess it's Secret Sea. And then you like sandpapered it so a little white came through, and then you drew like a rectangle shaped grid on it, real and not solid. Okay, really nice. Did I say this paper's really thick too? I'm not sure what's up with all these thick papers. This one is $12.50, so it's not a specialty, but it's super thick. Not as thick as that other paper, but y'all know what I mean. Okay, then we got this one. It's like swirls of blues, dark blues and light blues, almost like circular swirls. The back is just a Secret Sea and a little bit lighter distressed kind of look. This one's just greens, painting big swatches and then splattering some stuff on here. And just a nice green, almost not camo, but almost like a camouflage feel. The back is like a dark, pretty peacock paint. Just messy. Not messy, just paint. Okay, then we've got this one. It is the light. What color is that? I didn't even list this color. Oh, well, I don't know what color this is, but it's a light color. Almost like dark basic beige with a white grid on it and super distressed. And then the background, the backside is really nice. It is super antiqued looking paper with like pecan pie kind of rubbed all over it, and then a brown handwriting, and I don't know what it says. I think I see the word world with peace. Let us make the something. I'm not going to try to read it. Really pretty. Okay, then we got small green swirls, darker on the bottom to lighter on the top. It's like you took a sponge and laid it down and twisted it in a circle and picked it up and did that again all over this paper. There's a little white showing through. Those are greens. And then the back side is what I would call mossy meadow green, just distressed kind of paint. And then here is a pretty peacock, more like almost solid on the bottom, and then like they dragged it to the top over a light pretty peacock. And the background is, or the back side, I don't know why I keep saying that, is what, a light cloud cover background, lots of distressing on top, and then a different kind of grids drawn lines both directions that form rectangles, but a little skinnier than those other rectangles. Okay, there is that one. I need to get moving. That was page 39. Nature Symphony is the bundle. Nature Walk is the suite collection. I think it's awesome. As a reminder, all these products don't come out until January, or now if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Scott Cotton, do not comment on my video, please. I'm in love with the Secret Sea ribbon. Yes. Scott Cotton, y'all need to I don't know what, but you need to say something to his comments. Okay, this is another suite. It's called Cute as a Bug, and the bundle is called Sweet Bugs, but I did not purchase that. We'll see if I'm going to get the Sweet as a Bugs bundle. I don't know yet, but the paper's cute. The ribbon is super cute. Look at that. Rick Rack. It is called Old Olive Specialty Rick Rack. It's 3/8 of an inch, and it's very soft and super cute. Can you see? I don't have anything white over here. So it's like, this camera is killing me. Well, anyway, there's air in between the knitting here on this ribbon. It's super cute. There's like space in between. And it's so soft. So it's going to tie into a bow easily. Super cute. Okay, so you need that Old Olive Rick Rack ribbon. So cute. Then you've got these guys. They are the Ladybug Garden Epoxy Shapes. You get ladybugs and clear dots, small and medium clear dots. $8, 72 pieces, 2 different shapes, black and poppy parade and clear. So super cute. And then this paper is pretty cute. It is called Cute as a Bug, 12 by 12 designer paper. You get 12, I'm going to just say the colors. Blackberry Bliss, Cajun Craze, Cloud Cover, Crushed Curry, Old Olive, and Petal Pink. Okay, so we got a sheet here of bugs. I do not know if they match the dies, but they kind of look very similar to the ones in the stamp set, some of them. So maybe they match the dies. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe, yes, because it looks like a sample in here is die cut out. Okay, so we've got, what kind of bugs are these? I don't even know. Kind of gross, like grubs. Ladybugs, those are cute. What is this? A praying mantis? Is that a grasshopper? Ants? Bees? That's all I know. One of these looks like a beetle, some kind of beetle. And then there's mushrooms, plants like flowers. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. They're like upside down tulips that are drooping down. Some of the bugs are carrying leaves or flowers. One of them's knitting, one's reading a book, etc. Okay, the back side is a light green with little bitty tiny white flowers with a sort of orange center and little green blades of grass. Tiny, tiny. Okay, that's one. Next, one of these sheets you can cut apart into pieces. So we've got 4 by 6 or 3 by 4 pieces. We've got a red and white like gingham pattern. I mean, not red and white, red and pink gingham. We've got a sheet that's kind of a light beige background with strawberries and blackberries on it, purple blackberries. Really nice. There's a sheet with 2 dandelions on it, really large ones with a few little things blowing off of the dandelions and grass and a cloud covered sky background. These are the 3 by 4 ones. There's one with like a really large mushroom growing on some grass and some little small mushrooms growing under it, or toadstools. I don't know the difference. And some really tall green leaves behind that, green background, green grass. Then we've got a stump, like a tree stump, grass, white flowers, yellow centers, leaves growing up really tall, and then those upside down flowers. Carmen says this is her favorite suite. This was one when we were at backstage that several people were like, that's one of the ones for sure I'm ordering, sweet bugs. I don't know what these upside down droopy flowers are, but I'm sure they're very well known. Oh, and there's some little mushrooms growing on the tree stump. Okay. And then this one's just like a cloud cover dotted, like speckled background on that size. Okay. Then we've got, is it cloud? Yeah. 3 4 by 6 pieces. One is basically the bug band with leaves and greenery behind them. I guess these are just like blades of grass that look giant because these are tiny bugs. Thinking that's what these are. I don't know. The plants look really giant compared to the bugs. So we got a butterfly playing a saxophone or something. An ant playing a banjo, maybe. A couple of drummers. They're like beetles playing drums. And like a grasshopper playing the harp. Grass, mushrooms. Then we got a picnic. These bugs are drinking their drink out of a little plant, a flower. There's a little ant watching over here and lots of flowers and purple and mushrooms and green. And then this other one is just like the grass stuff where you can put in your own little bugs. All right, backside, green with green fern style leaves all over it, small ones, darker green on that. Okay, then we've got more bugs, greenish background, bugs, butterflies, picnics, guy riding on the back of a snail, carrying a dandelion. There's dandelions on here, dancing bugs like beetles, a bee holding a balloon, of course. These aren't really, I mean, you can definitely cut these apart if you want, but it's to me more like use the whole piece as a background. And then the back is just white with speckled, like a pretty in pink speckled background. Is it called pretty in pink though? Petal pink. No, I don't know why I said that. It's petal pink. Okay, then we have another cloud cover background-ish with bugs all over. Some are holding strawberries. Some are sitting on leaves reading books. Lots of strawberry holding. This butterfly is blowing bubbles. guess that's a butterfly, not a moth. Not sure. Maybe these are moths. Might be a moth, actually. Lots of book reading, holding flowers, etc. The background, is that like a quilt background? It's a bunch of squares. Some are white, some are pink. Some have patterns inside them, like a little X pattern with banners on each end. Green, white, petal pink, and looks like Cajun craze to me. Yes. And then let me do it this way. Okay, this one on the back is another pattern like I just described, but only green, white, and petal pink. All the little X's are petal pink in a white square, and then there's green squares that have little triangles in them. And then the back side of that is almost like a yellowish vanilla background, and then plants all over it, berries. So we've got strawberries, leaves, and blackberries. So purple and red and green with a few little bees flying around and some little white detail flowers. That one's really pretty. Then this one is mushrooms. So the backside is a red and pink large gingham. And the other side, not bugs, the other side, this is the last one, is green background, light green, mushrooms all over, different sizes, but pretty big, about 3 inches tall for the tallest one, and tree stumps and other small flowers and greenery. All right, what do y'all think? I think these bugs could be cute. Lori says the upside down white flowers are lilies of the valley. I need to write that down, Sue. Lilies of the valley. And Scott, the ladybugs can be masculine for anybody who would like them to be masculine, of course. Okay, I got another whole stack here, y'all. Another whole stack. Of course, I had to get Boardwalk Fun. This is page 47. Boardwalk Fun is the stamp set. The bundle. This is a suite called Beach Boardwalk. The embellishment is puffy stickers. Who doesn't love that? They are number 3 Beach Boardwalk puffy stickers. And the paper is Beach Boardwalk 12 by 12 designer paper. So we're going to look at the bundle first, of course. This is also great just for people who love theme parks or amusement parks. Hint, hint, Disney and Universal Studios. Or beach. Like, this can fit a lot of themes. So the Boardwalk Fun stamp set is really large. The images are much larger than pictured on the front of the case here. I say much larger, but a little bit larger. There is like a wooden roller coaster image. So 3 different hills. It's just real solid and thick. You don't need to color it in. It's but not a lot of detail on the roller coaster. So there's one section where there's 4 cars going up a hill, 4 solid cars. So you don't need to color it in, just stamp it and you've got a roller coaster image. Then there's 3 different palm tree stamps. The roller coaster image is 5.5 inches long by 2 inches tall at the tallest point. The largest palm tree is 3 inches tall. And then there's a 2 1/4 and a 1 1/4. And they're just all solid. I love it. No need to color in. There's like a diamond sparkles image that you can use to accent. So the large diamond, which is 3/4 inches tall, is real thick line, but open in the middle. And then the other 2 are solid. And then we have the words. We have celebrate, hey sunshine, enjoy the ride, and happy birthday. So that's a great bundle. The dies stand alone. Of course, they can be combined with the bundle, but you don't need one to use the other, if that makes sense, because the dies are, there is a Ferris wheel. There is 2 different palm trees that are not the ones you stamped, so they will stand alone, solid palm trees. There are some I don't know what you call these, but maybe these go on the Ferris wheel. Let me look at the samples real quick. Hold on. Yeah, so there's like these images, not really a star. It's like 7 points. There's small, medium, large of those, and they can be like, I don't know if gears is the right word, in the middle of the Ferris wheel. There's little seats. You can cut out 6 at a time of the little gondolas for the Ferris wheel. Right there. I'm looking at the pictures real quick. There's that little star sparkly image I described. You can die cut out one instead and glue them on. It is a large and too small from one die. Again, I'm just looking at these pictures over here. There is an image of the cars that are on the roller coasters to die cut out, but it's standalone. So you can die cut out and then make it 3D. Glue that right on top. And there is a large ticket. So you could probably put these words on it. I'm assuming it is 2.5 by 1 1/4, and it's like the old-fashioned little ticket with some stitching on the left and right and the little half circle punch on each side, rectangle. Did I describe them all? I think I did. All right. Boardwalk Fun dies. Super cute. Super cute. Oh, by the way, the Ferris wheel is over 3 inches tall by almost 3 inches wide. So, hey, Cindy. Y'all have fun. Gotta go, Scott says. All right. The puffy stickers, you get 2 sheets, I believe, of this. We'll double check, but I think they're the same design. Number 3, 2 sheets, basic white, daffodil, delight, petunia pop, strawberry slush, summer splash, and timid tiger. Yeah, I think they're both the same, but let's look at them real quick. Yeah, they are the same. They're truly puffy. And there's tickets, sparkles, circles to go on the Ferris wheel thing, cotton candy, balloons, more balloons, arrows with dots, a little carousel. That's adorable. Small tickets and dots. And you get 2 sheets that are exactly the same. That's awesome. I can see super cute scrapbook pages with these, but also, of course, cards with all of these, this whole product line. So last but not least, let's look at the designer paper. And what time is it? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Excuse me when I'm tired on my video tomorrow. Okay, so we've got a sheet here of like a pinkish background. This designer paper, again, beach boardwalk. Coordinates with boardwalk fun dies, it says. Daffodil delight, petunia pop, pool party, strawberry slush, summer splash, and timid tiger. Let me grab these dies again. It says it coordinates with the dies. I don't really think you can die cut out the Ferris wheel, in my opinion, because it's not see-through, so you couldn't align it good, but we're going to take a look. Okay, so this sheet has Ferris wheels, pink palm trees, a carousel with 2 horses on it, balloons. Can y'all hear my phone texting on the video? I'm curious. Oh, a little cotton candy stand, tickets, etc. But I don't think to fit the dies. Okay, the back side. Ooh, it's like a cotton candy ombre, I'm going to call it. But it's yellow, then pink, then more other pink. And some little splatter in there. Can y'all see the splatter dots here? And yeah, just a background. Okay, so there's that one. Nice palm trees. So pink palm trees. Again, what is it? Strawberry slush, I guess, is the main pink color in this. So you got a light strawberry slush background and then pink, sort of ombre, pink and dark. What is that dark color? Maybe petunia pop palm trees on it, growing top to bottom or oriented top to bottom, one direction. Okay, backside, a little bit of an ombre pink on bottom, purple on top, or vice versa, with white distressing, of course, and a little other distressing. Okay, this one's nice. It's a yellow background with little sun images drawn on it. So a circle with lots of lines coming out the sides of this circle, right? They're about a ½ inch total, these little sun images, and they're evenly spaced around, and there is distressing on that yellow paper. Backside looks like blue and pink clouds or cotton candy or whatever you want to call it. Really large format there. Just a really pretty background. That looks like the pool. That is the pool or water or the ocean, but that is blue with white lines, and the way they're drawn on it makes it look like moving water. So really nice. There's a lot of splatter detail, like a splash could have just happened there. Really nice. And then the back is like, again, blue and more orange yellow with a little bit of pink cloud look of a paper, but you can just use it as a background as well. Ooh, this one's really nice. This is one of those where the same exact image is on the 6-inch piece on one side as the other, like the exact same image on both sides. So you can cut it in half and have double, or use it on the bottom of a scrapbook page or whatever. Anyway, it is pink and sort of purple, cloudy looking background with palm trees on it. These are much bigger than the stamped ones, and the dies 4 3/4 for the tallest one, and there's varying sizes down to 1 3/4. Basically 3 sections of palm trees going across the bottom. Really nice. Ooh, that one's nice. So it's like a sparkle. This is not a specialty paper, but sort of ombre background, distressy, purple, pink, going up into orangey. But it's like they drew or painted or printed whatever dots across it in a scallopy format, but super irregular. Almost makes me think of lights, like hanging lights, but that's not what it is. It's just dots. But within those dots, we also have some sparkles drawn, the diamond ones, and the where you just draw like almost like an asterisk, all in white. And then there is some distressing and splatter kind of stuff going on as well. It's just a really cool looking background. And then here's another, pretty much the same exact palm tree thing as, sorry, that is the palm tree one I just described. Never mind. I'm done. Okay. And then here are a bunch of tickets. So we've got a yellowish background and several ticket images. It looks like some of them do fit that ticket shape die. I just realized I forgot to say a die on here. I didn't say this one. It's basically like an arrow. It's like a rectangle that comes to a point on one end, and it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles cut out of it, like a lit up sign pointing to something. Okay, anyway. See, not that one. So you can die cut out some of these tickets with this ticket die, and some of them you would hand cut out. And there's just a bunch of different shapes in all the colors: green, purple, pink, yellow, reddish, like strawberry slush, different patterns on the tickets. Some are more like an arrow. There's that one that's shaped like the die I just told you, but it's bigger, etc. Okay. And then the back side is the same as the pink and purple and orangey ombre with the white dots and sparkles on it, but it is blue. And it's not really ombre, it's just blue with white. Okay, that's it. That's that paper. I think it's so cute. So cute. showed you the, okay, that suite was kind of quick because it just has the 4 things in it. Okay, now we're into the singles of this catalog, the standalone things. I'm just going to grab a stack here because this stuff's kind of far away from me. So I bought the Woolly Friends bundle. This is a punch bundle. Look at the punch. You can punch out a sheep. What parts of it are there? You got the body, the head, what's this? The bow, I think, and the bell. The bow and the bell. So that's the punch. We love a good punch because it's quick and easy. The stamp set is, sorry, say it's photopolymer. Y'all know that already. Actual size here, it looks like on the case. So we've got 2 different body shapes. The one the punch fits have all 4 feet. Goodness, I'm getting tired. In the front, they're all 4 just down flat. So it's like facing front. And it's basically like a scallopy circle that is the image of the die. The body is a big puff ball circle or cotton ball, or even you can make it be a cloud or something if you cut off the feet. The feet, this is cartoony, just cutesy, are just 4 little legs with solid things at the bottom where the hooves go. Like it's colored in solid. Then the other body is like flying, I guess. So 2 feet at the front, 2 at the back. Won't fit the punch. And then there's 1 face or head that is got little closed eyes. It's got a little puff of hair at the top. It's outline. All these are outline images. And again, it fits a little punch. So the size is the head is less than 1 inch. The body is about 1.5 inches. Okay, there's a little solid image to stamp where at the top of the head where the hair is to color that in. There's also a solid image to stamp inside either of the bodies to color in the entire puff ball of body, hair, whatever. Like in the book, they have yellow, green, and blue stamped on those. Okay, there's a 3 tulip image and then images to fill in. Yep, separate images, 1 to fill in the leaves and 1 to fill in the flowers, so you don't have to color those. There's this little bow image that you can punch out and a solid stamp to fill that in. A little sort of a collar and a bell on it, and you can fill that in with a separate stamp. There's a cute little dotted lines and then a butterfly, outline butterfly. It's tiny, so you could leave it uncolored. It'd be fine, but you can do that. There's a little grass image, just straight lines going up. Remember, we had a grass die before. You could combine that grass die with this and boom, you got a perfect thing. But you can stamp little straight lines that are uneven of grass as well. It's just a little 1 1/4 inch line of grass. And then we got the words sending flowers and sunshine. You're simply fab-ewe-lous. Fabulous. You're simply fabulous. Welcome, cutie. You, EWE, make me happy. I think I read them all. Okay, so that's the stamp set, and the punch is part of the bundle. So it is a punch bundle. They are sold separately, though, if you want that for some reason. OMG, the Woolly Friends are so cute, right, Sue? So cute. This paper here is, I forgot where to put all this stuff. What is it called? Let me find what page it's on. Square Snippets 12 by 12. Now I'm skipping a lot of stuff here because I didn't buy a lot of the singles, but there's some cute stuff in there. There's a, talk about masculine. There's like a gears and textures type stamp. You got to check it out. Perfectly Haired. This is 12 by 12 paper. It has 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think these are 3-inch squares. Yep, 3 by 3 squares. So you cut it into 3 by 3 pieces, and each square has a different pattern. So there's florals, there's leaves, there's checks, there's chevron. The grid that they love in this whole catalog, like rectangle grid lines, roses, small flowers, journaling lines, etc. Polka dots, diagonal stripes. Okay. The colors are blue. It literally says blue. Cajun Craze, Garden Green, Pretty Peacock, Pretty in Pink, and Yellow. Okay. So that's one side here of all those. And we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of this. 4 sheets. The back is a like basic beige with a little texture on it and distressing and little white flowers. Solid white, like a silhouette of a flower. Not a single flower. It's like a little silhouette of a tiny little grouping of flowers and leaves. Spread about an inch apart. So just a pattern of white flowers there. So that's one pattern on this packet. Then we've got this one. Again, you're going to get 4 sheets of this one. Again, the 3 by 3 squares, all different patterns, different than the other one. Let me look. They're similar. Let me see. Yeah, they're similar, but not an exact copy. Like it's not just the same pattern in a different color necessarily. Okay. And then the back is a whitish, vanilla-ish background, a little bit of distressing, and a grid pattern on it in like a light pinkish red. But, well, it isn't, I don't know, it's kind of an uneven grid pattern. It's got squares and rectangles on it. And this should be the last one. You get 4 of these. 4 of these. Oh, these are 4 by 4 squares, not 3 by 3, 4 by 4. Again, stripes. I mean, diagonal lines, leaves, flowers, chevrons, stripes, dots, flowers. And then the back side is distressing on it's like a white background with a purplish, bluish distressing, a little bit like textury, linen-y, and diagonal lines going both directions, pinpoint, skinny, perfectly straight, like printed on there versus hand-drawn, that are 1/2 inch apart. So it's a grid, but diagonal. Okay, that's that paper. I think it's really neat. It's a standalone paper in the back on page 55 called Square Snippets. Then this is a scrapbooking stamp set on page 63 called Beach Time. And it goes with the beach stuff I showed you before. I also showed you the Memories and More kit at the very beginning with the beach theme, which also matches the beach stuff I showed you. And then on this page, and there's other stuff in this book that I didn't purchase that's this way. On this page, you can purchase the Beach Boardwalk 12 by 12 designer paper and sticker sheet only instead of the whole scrapbook kit. So lots of beach stuff in this. If you are a scrapbooker, this stamp set will be great. Honestly, I think all the scrapbook stamp sets at the back are great for scrapbooking and card making. But check it out. So we've got, looks like their actual size here on the case. Tons of words. Greetings from paradise, fun in the sun, getaway, summer, vibes, hello, the perfect day, notes, smiles, I heart sunshine, beach, paradise, fun. Most of these are solid and thick, and some are cursive. There is a sun image, so just the circle with the lines, like on the designer paper, but it's a decent size. It's like 3/4 of an inch bigger. There is a outline starfish. There's an outline hibiscus flower. There's a solid like tropical leaf, so a stem with like a ton of little leaves coming off of it, like a palm leaf kind of deal. And a little background image with stars and dots. Not really stars, but like asterisks and dots. Did I say travel? That word as well. Okay, so I just think that's a great stamp set, especially if you do scrapbook and you go on a tropical vacation. But even if not, you can sometimes work those into cards really nice. And then another standalone here is on page 64. There are the Sparkle Dots Essentials. They are glittery on the inside, so sparkly. They are Night of Navy, Garden Green, Petunia Pop, and Pretty in Pink. They got it pink and purple, green and blue. Perfect. There are 3 different sizes in each color. There is truly glitter inside there. If you cannot see it on the video, it's there. And they're awesome. 3 different sizes. They're pretty flat, so they're not too bulky for your cards. They're awesome. And on the same page is the all in a row embossing folder. It's 6x6. It is not 3D. So it's a thin one. And it's like a check. What is it? Like again, a checkerboard kind of deal. You can see it, the pattern right here. So there are lines going across and up and down and that make squares, and in between there are unembossed squares. Some of the lines are made out of, some of the squares are made out of lines. Some of the squares are made out of little bitty flowers, and some are made out of dots in even patterns. So really nice. I'm curious to see how this looks when I emboss it, but again, I did not have time before the video. So there's that one. 2 more papers, y'all. We got the mixed up patterns paper on page 65. So I think Stampin' Up has been listening to all of my personal feedback. Okay, only one more paper. That one's an online exclusive. All of my personal feedback about we need more papers that are generic, and we need more embellishments and ribbon, because they really did it this time. Okay, this paper is just some generic paper. Mix and match it. Mix and match it with anything you want. Excuse me. That we carry. Like they show it actually in the back here with the boardwalk stuff and some other names I can't remember. A suite from the beginning of the book. Okay, I'm going to read the colors real quick. Actually, they say it coordinates with Beach Boardwalk, Brushed Beauty, Lovely and Beautiful, Made with Love, and Nature Walk collections. Okay. Colors: Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush. Okay, so we got yellow and white stripes, painted 1/8 inch thick, not perfectly even. We got balmy blue background with white flowers. And white leaves all over it, just solid flowers, small, 1/2 inch and less, or maybe 3, something and less, 5/8 and less, and some distressing in there. That is pretty. I think that's Strawberry Slush, distressed, and little it's like, it gives you vibes of roses drawn on it in very light white, but they're just circles, like you did swirls and made it look like a rose. Hand drawn. Ooh, the back is nice. It's a herringbone pattern in Secret Sea on Secret Sea distressed. So light Secret Sea, dark lines for the herringbone and distressing. This paper, I knew I was going to like it. I like this side better. This is like white with Secret Sea drug across it in a dry brush, so it almost looks like wood grain or dry brush paint. It looks very blue because very little of the white shows. The back is white background with zigzags, pinpoint, skinny zigzags drawn on it in, it's like pink and purple to me. It's kind of hard to distinguish, but I think there are 2 different colors. Really small lines there. Here's just a nice white background with a green, like Old Olive-ish distressing on top of it. This one is white with a distressed dotted, like tiny dots background, evenly distributed, almost like a reverse of the screen door paint I was describing earlier, where just the dots show instead of the inside part of the screen door. If you did paint on top of that. Okay, these 2 are very subtle patterns. We've got an Old Olive with teeny tiniest old olive scallop lines going across row after row, super tight, close together. So those are scallops, if you can't see that on the video. And then this is the pink. Again, I forget which pinks they did, but strawberry sludge. Yeah, bubble bath pink with a bubble bath, very light gingham. I mean, what's that called? Argyle on it, diamonds. Then we got the yellow. This is yellow. What is it? It's like a white. I don't know. White with yellow or yellow with white. You can see the distressing right there on the video. But this is a very even pattern, almost like circle. It's not really flowers, but it evokes a floral vibe. Anyway, just a pattern going across it. Yellow and white. And then here's balmy blue with a little white delicate pattern all across it. Okay. Again, mixed up patterns. Get a sampling of each in my paper and ribbon share, but it's going to be great. It's $12.50. It's on page 65. It's 12 by 12. Okay, now we're in online exclusives that I purchased. The first suite I did not purchase, but it's called, what is it called? Lovely Blossoms Suite. Actually, this isn't true that I only bought the paper. I just didn't grab everything from my stack over here. But I got this paper. It's really cool. Hold on. Got all this stuff as well. There's also an embossing folder called Loving Stripes. Lovely Stripes. Y'all, can you tell I'm getting tired? Lovely Stripes. And these are the Moody Palette Dots. Ooh, ah. Oh, and the Cloud Cover Ribbon. So all of this is in the suite. There is a bundle that I did not purchase that I really want because the dies are awesome, but it is flowers and a lot of words. This ribbon is nice. Oish. Okay, so this is called Cloud Cover Textured Ribbon. It is 5/8 inches, so it's wide. It's kind of shiny and shimmery. Not shimmery, but shiny. And it is soft, silky. I don't know. It's really nice. Yeah, girl, you got to get this. Cloud Cover. You could color it a darker blue with your blends also, but that is nice. The texture, everything. It feels like you just want to touch this one. I don't know what that feels like, but I know it's a certain kind of material that I don't know the name of. Okay, so there's that. The Moody Dots, they don't list the colors here, but they look like balmy blue. Probably the colors on this paper. Balmy or Cloud Cover, not sure. Probably Cloud Cover, Old Olive, Secret Sea, and white. I'm guessing. I could look it up online, but I don't have time. So that is what it is. Okay, and then there's this designer paper. Lovely. Already. Lovely Blossoms. Lovely Blossoms 12 by 12. So I got a sheet here that you can cut apart. 4 by 6 pieces with, did I read the colors? Crumb Cake, Cloud Cover, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. Okay, we got 4 by 6 at the top. 3 of those that you can cut off. They've got just really large floral images inside in the style of the stamp set, but I didn't show you that. But like just solid flowers, I don't know how to describe them, with leaves. So some have stems, some don't. Blue, crumb cake, green. Okay, different ones there. Then we've got another section of, I guess, 3 by 4s. Yep, 4 of those. An Old Olive pattern, an oval with flowers inside, and what the heck, y'all? Okay, thought my watch just died. More flowers, and then at the bottom is a row of 2-inch by 2-inch squares. So there's 6 of those floral patterns, just background images. Can't think of the right words. I'm losing all the words. Stripes, flowers, flowers, dots. Crumb cake, cloud cover, green, secrecy. Okay, the back is a very nice, could be masculine, very nice cloud cover stripes going one direction. And it's like a thick, it's cloud cover background, darker cloud cover, just linen-y stripe going across, and then tiny stripes on either side of that, in a little space, and that repeats. That one's very nice. Okay, you get 3 of this one. So 3 sheets of that design. 3 of this one. Brittany is over there snoring. 3 of this one. So it's a cloud cover background with green leaves and flowers growing up in one direction. There's also some balmy blue, cloud cover flowers in the back as well. And then the little flowers are white with the blue detail. And they're small, like 5/8 inch flowers. The back of that one, again, you get 3, is the petal pink with little petal pink pattern on it. Irregular, like that pattern is stamped all over irregularly, and there's distressing. Then 3 of this one. We've got a crumb cake background with little white flowers all over it, touching each other in some places. So they kind of, there's a lot of white, but enough crumb shows through, and they just have like a crumb cake center. Just solid white flowers. It's real pretty. The back is nice. That is Secret C with little diamonds all over it. Small 1/8 inch diamonds with a dot in the center. And if you're looking at it in person close up, they're a little faded out, that's not solid. It's kind of like it digitally is a bad printing, but on purpose it looks cool, if that makes sense. And then this one, petal pink background. You get 3 of these as well. Is it petal pink? Yes, petal pink background. The white flowers that are about 1 1/4 inches. Some are a little smaller, with the blue detail and blue leaves, Secret C leaves. And then the back is just a nice old olive linen. Really nice. All right, that paper's awesome. And then the folder is called Lovely Stripes Embossing Folder. Oh, I forgot to point out to y'all, but I missed an embossing folder in the mini catalog. It's on page, and honestly, it looks like the best one, of course. It's on page 69 called Stone and Vine. And it looks like little bitty vines, very small format, tight together. So it looks like it'll just be a nice background, like a generic background, even though it's vines. 4.5 by 6 1/4. It is 3D, and it's on page 69, and I missed it, so I didn't buy it, but it'll be going on my next order. So there you go. Okay, this folder is called Lovely Stripes. It's 3D. It is 6 by 6, and the stripes are, they look like they are, it's like a thick line, and on either side of it is dots, and then space, thick line with dots on either side of it. You can tell it better on this one by looking at the folder than the picture, but probably on the video you can't tell anything. But anyway, looks really nice. 6 by 6. Can't wait to use that. Okay, then Brittany got all my stuff again. No, ma'am. I do not have time for that. More work to do today. There are so many stamps, by the way, that I didn't purchase. There's a nice rowboat bundle. There's some really nice flowers with detailed dies. There is a porch swing with, like, there's a whole tree comes out like this, and you put the swing on it, and cut out greenery to go above it. It's called Gliding Garden. Peaceful Dock is the rowboat one. Blessed Beginnings bundle has a little church and some trees and the word blessings and other stuff. That one is from the bundle I think I already told you about. A lot of this is repeated because it's like the single stamp, the single bundle, whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, so there's other stuff. But here we go. We have currently loving. I think this is so great for scrapbooking. I couldn't resist it. Currently loving. Get a little sneak peek there. This is online exclusives that will come out in January, or you can get them now if you're a demonstrator. Bigger than shown on the front here, larger in real life. So there's a big currently that is a thick print with a capital C, currently, and then all these other words are cursive lowercase. So what are you currently doing? Playing, learning, watching, celebrating, reading, life, making, loving. And then there's this little like four, I don't know what it is, but there's an image here that makes a little accent. I don't know what you call that. 3 little flowers made out of 4 petals, but they're not flowers. Okay, so that's currently loving. You got to get that one. Add it to your list. Hey, Kelly, you're not watching replay. I've just been on for 3 hours. 2 hours and 22 minutes. Kitty likes that catalog, right, Frog Quilter? Yes. Okay, next is Unbridled Beauty. Do you like horses? Do you have a daughter who likes horses like me? Then here you go. Unbridled Beauty stamp set. You've got a horse standing up. Ooh, it's really big. Not like this picture. This horse is 2.5 inches tall by over 3 inches wide. You've got the basically just the head of a horse and a little bit of its back there, really large. This is like very artistic, realistic drawing, if that makes sense. 2 inches by 2, so not cartoony and cutesy. So you got those two horse images. There's a horseshoe. There's a tree, which I think is meant to be in the background because it's not really to scale of this big horse. It's a small tree, a small house, or not a house, a small barn. Again, these are all like drawn, artistically drawn. What else? Let me look at here. A fence. Again, not to scale of, I don't know. Oh, there are 2 small horses. Okay, so there's a small horse image, much smaller. Where is it on here? 2 horses side by side with their heads down like they're eating. They're just 1/2 inch tall. So that's where you can use this house or this barn and fence. These 2 horses here. And then there's like a little mound of grass. Basic, like a little thing of grass or ground there. Okay, then we have thanks for being a true friend, from the heart, sweet memories, it's about the journey, and happy day. So great stamp set. Unbridled Beauty. Thank you, Jackie. I'm glad to hear y'all like it. I always think people start being like, what? How long is she going to literally talk? Okay, Good Luck. I thought they did great with a what is that called? St. Patrick's Day stamp set for this year. This one is, there's not a die, unfortunately, or punch to go with it, but it's still cute. It has a little pot, like your pot of gold, that's solid, but yet it has a 4-leaf clover etched out of the middle. This is actual size here on the front, so it's 1 1/4 tall by 1 3/4 wide, little pot. There's a 4-leaf clover that's completely solid, no need to color it in. There is another horseshoe, similar to the horseshoe in the other stamp set, actually. The other one's solid, this one's outline. For Good Luck, they show it upside down in the picture, of course. And then there's like this image here that can be coins coming out of your pot. So they're just little circles overlapping each other with a little magic star looking images. I can see that embossed in gold right there. Super cute. There's a smaller 4-leaf clover that's solid. There's an outline heart. There is little 4-point star image, 3 of those tiny for little accents. And we have Good Luck, Your Gold, Lucky to Be Friends. Isn't that a good little, it's called Good Luck, good little St. Patrick's Day stamp set. Really cute. And then this one called Seasonal Celebrations. This is the one that I got to go with the words that I showed you at the basically the very beginning. I'm going to move Brittany again. Keep putting her down and she keeps jumping back up. I'm not allowed to show you the inside of that, but it was toward the very beginning of this catalog. I don't want to go dig it right now because I've piled everything crazy. It was called Reason to Celebrate, and it's on page 19. And it has what a party, congratulations, new year, better together, fun, lucky celebrations, another wonderful year, Easter, birthday, graduation, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, special day, anniversary, happy, on your, the very best, love you, blah, 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 right? So here is a stamp set that's just images. We've got a really big, these are way bigger than shown on the front here, 4-leaf clover, solid, 2 inches by 2, seasonal celebrations. We've got a graduation cap, a 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. We got a daffodil flower, 2 inches by 1 1/2, and then there's a stem to put that on. No, that's the graduation hat. There's a stem and leaf to put that on. 2 3/4 inches tall. There is a tassel to come out of your graduation cap. There's a cute rabbit. So it's just the head of the rabbit. It's almost 3 inches tall. It's completely solid. And then there's a little face to stamp on there with little closed eyes and a nose and dots on the cheek, like in the mouth. So cute. What is it? Oh, that's the top of the party hat. So there's like a birthday party hat, a triangle with stripes on it, but they're solid. Like you don't need to color it in. Just stamp it in pink and you're done or whatever. 1 3/4 inches tall. And then there is the poof ball to stamp on top of that right here. Little poof ball, whatever those are called. What is this? What did I just see? Oh, right here. 2 stars, 2 small stars to stamp as an embellishment to whatever. Where are they on here? Right there. And then there is a row of 6 hearts and a row of 6 solid hearts and 6 solid flowers. The flowers are 8 petals, solid. Center is open, so you could color it in if you want. And that is a good 3 1/2 inches long by 1/2 inch tall. Isn't that a good stamp set? And then you mix it with that other stamp set on page 19, Reason to Celebrate, and you can do all these different occasions. I love it. Hopefully I'll use it. Hopefully I'll use it before it retires. Okay, a couple more things. 3 more things. Yes. I bought the Currently Loving Memories and More kit because why not? This is in the online exclusives. I just thought it was super cute. We have a lot of Memories and More. Is that what they would call these? Scrapbook workshop kits. My name's mixed up. Scrapbook workshop kits. There's several, but these, I just bought 2 of them. These come with everything you need to make 6 scrapbook pages, including printed instructions, how to cut your paper, and then how to assemble the pages. You can see all these pages online or in the book as well. So Currently Loving, because I love that stamp set so much. Again, some of these designer papers will be from another set of designer paper, maybe. I don't know, actually. And some will be exclusive to this kit. But look at this one, like petal pink with all the dots. I mean, the big giant circles on it. That one's just white on the back. This is like a cloud cover, linen-y background. There's 2 of those. Yes, it's this paper, which I forgot what it was called, but the one with all the blues and the flowers and the stripes. So these patterns are exactly from that pack of designer paper. But sometimes in these kits, you get exclusive papers as well. So that one, these 2 are from the pack. Then you always get your 12 by 12 pieces in 2-tone cardstock and sometimes the white. And look at the sticker. Oh, wait, these are not stickers. These are die cuts. Giant Family Day, this huge circle here. Leaves, flowers. Look at that. You, beautiful, in the life. There's a blank space there to put whatever. Of course, they tell you where to put all these. Look, on the back it even says project 2, project 3, whatever. But you can use them for whatever you want also. And then these are the stickers. So pretty. So pretty. Borders, all kinds of stuff. Then you got your placeholders for your photos, and that's the backing. Okay, so that's Currently Loving, Emery's Scrapbook Workshop kit. I'm thinking about doing a Zoom get together where we assemble these. If you're interested in that, let me know. If you're interested in that, let me know. You would have to purchase one from me though, or a qualifying order basically to attend that. But let me know if you're interested in that. And then, okay, 2 more things I bought. This is called the Pastel Shimmer, and this is called Splashes of Sparkle. Pastel Shimmer is a specialty paper. Hold on, these scissors. These are both in the online exclusives that come out in January, and as I've mentioned multiple times, or demonstrators can buy them now. There are limits, of course, but we can buy them now. This paper, I knew it was going to be nice. It's like a, what's that? Pearlized Pastel Shimmer, Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly, and Pool Party. So we're going to get 2 of each color. It's Pearl, Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly. What did I say? Pool Party. Beautiful. They are, ooh, they're colored on both sides. So if you mess up something, you can flip it over. Beautiful. Or if you need the inside to show. Okay, last but not least, this paper. Again, we need standalone papers that we can just throw in and mix and match with our designing, in my opinion. And they gave us some. This is called Splash of Sparkles. Splash of Sparkles. It is $16.50, so it's a specialty. I haven't looked at it yet, so I don't even know. Okay. Ooh, silver foil. Okay, so this side is kind of weird, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. It's white with these literal 16 images on it that are watercolored circles and watercolor washes. So, sorry, let me check the colors. Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Daffodil Delight, Highland Heather, Lemon Lolly, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, Shaded Spruce, Timid Tiger, Gold, and Holographic. So these are pink, purple, green, and blue images there. The back is pink with holographic, like painted circular, not circular, rounded swatches on it. So like imagine the distress painting, but they did it with holographic foil. Okay, this is white with diagonal, really thick, 1 inch or so paint stripes of blues and greens. The back is white with pink and purple and holographic paint swipes, basically like rectangular paint swipes all over, overlapping. Just a nice background. They are large, 1/2 inch or bigger wide swipes. Bubble bath, just regular bubble bath, no, not the foil side. Watercolor painted background, but like little circles of watercolor. Yes. Oh, that's so pretty. Blue and pink, watercolory with splashes of the holographic, like it was painted on there as well. It's like you went from one corner to the other with blue watercolor, and then the other 2 corners you so we've got blue, yellows, and greens, pinks and purples, So it's like each one is made up of 3 rectangles that are painted overlapping each other in these color schemes. So blues, yellows and greens, pinks and purples, pink and orange, pink, orange and yellow, green, blue, light green, purple, pink, blue, purple, pink, etc. Okay, the back is stripes. So it's a white background with stripes going across one direction in Timid Tiger, Bubble Bath, and gold foil. So very messy stripes. The gold is actually not stripes. It's just accents on the stripes, on the colored ones. And they're like painted stripes about a 1/2 inch thick or so that are messy paint. Okay, we've got a Timid Tiger watercolor wash background. The back is super cute. It's similar to the ones I described at the beginning, but better. So it's a white background with smaller, just like 1.5 inch or so watercolor circles or washes that are contained to themselves in rows, but then it has gold foil splattered all over it, so it looks like a continuous image that you can use as a background. Colors: purple, yellow, orange, green. I think that's it. Purple, yellow, orange, green. And the back is I think I said that already, Timid Tiger watercolor wash. This one's really pretty. Look at that, y'all. By the way, this is my last thing to show. So if you're like, I gotta go, only 24 people hanging on. Give me a thumbs up before you leave. Give me a follow. Give me a like. And if you're watching replay, do that, please. And thank you. Anyway, this one is white background. We've got diagonal painted watercolor circles. Somebody that's really good at painting solid, but you can tell they're watercolored and they're a little messy. Watercolor circles in uneven rows of colors. So it goes from like strawberry to Timid Tiger to daffodil to shy shamrock to azure afternoon to Highland heather, I think it was, to another pinkish purple. I can't remember what color was in it. So you could section it off, but you're probably going to catch another color in it when you cut it because it's diagonal. Really nice though. Ooh wee, look at that. That is a pretty designer paper. So this is a white sheet of paper. And then we've got a wash of yellow across the top, the way I have it here, about 1 1/4 inch, light yellow, like lemon lolly. Pretty solid, but you can tell it would be like watercolored. Then some gold distressed painted across there. Then we have a darker yellow, then the gold, then Timid Tiger, gold, Bubble Bath gold, I'm not sure, but maybe Highland Heather gold, darker Highland Heather gold, Azure Afternoon gold, light Shy Shamrock gold, dark Shy Shamrock. It's really nice. I could see just put a photo right here, and that's a scrapbook page, put a photo right in the middle, but you can cut it apart, of course. All right, what do y'all think? Do we like this new release of products? I didn't even buy it all, but I bought a lot. As a reminder, there are, let me get my book so I can show you. As a reminder, there are 15 scrapbook page samples in this catalog and 102 card or non-card, like box, tag, whatever, samples in this book alone. 15 plus 102 that I counted. I don't think I undercounted, but I don't think I over, but I might have undercounted. And then what else? There are 13 new scrapbook products in this book and 53 new other. And that's, again, Jennifer math, so I might have missed something here and there, like how I missed buying that embossing folder. But there's a ton of new products in here for scrapbooking and card making. I didn't have time to count the online exclusives, but it's mostly for card making. Again, you can use either product for either purpose. So it literally, that's silly to say that, but technically if they were designed specifically for scrapbooking, most of these are designed for card making, but you can use both for anything you want. You can do all kinds of crafts with these. But when you get your hands on this book, you'll see all the awesome samples in here and inspiration. There's tips, all and more product in both of these than I showed you. So, thank you, Sue. She says, thank you, Carmen. Sue says, I like many of the products in this catalog. Ribbons are great, 100%. I wish I had them all together here. I don't know. 100% where I've thrown things and piled and this and that, but here's some of them. That might be all, like, I'm not sure. Nope, at least one more. Yeah, ribbons are great, right? Love it. My little ribbon packaging. I forgot. I was going to say something else maybe about this. I lost my train of thought. But, oh, I know what I was going to say, that I do have packs of these catalogs here now. So if you are local and you want to pick one up, let me know and I'll put them out on the porch for you. If you're coming to class Saturday, I'll give it to you then. And if not, I'm going to be emailing those who qualify to get one mailed from me free. I'll be emailing you. To qualify, you just have to have placed an order with me in the last year or be one of my club members currently. So either one of those, I will ask you though, because not everybody needs one. A lot of my people either get it from somebody else or they are a demonstrator. So that's why I ask you, because obviously we have to pay for those when we mail them. So yeah, exactly, Jackie. Get that wish list out. Start writing it down. Demonstrators can view these online right now, and customers, again, you can view them in January, but the copy of this catalog, if you qualify from that, you can get it from me. So let me know if y'all have any other questions, and have a great day. Don't forget, I'll be back live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central with my updates, news, telling you all about my classes, showing you some sneak peeks, and stamping. I'm going to be making 4 cards tomorrow. So I will see y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central. Have a great evening. See y'all later. Bye.